Why is it so important when it comes to supply chain as well as operations? Why we have to take this decision from the strategic point of view? Why this point is very much important? So this is the course chapter index for this. The first thing we'll do is learning objectives.
Sir,
Second thing we'll do is we'll understand the concept of facility location. Then we'll understand the concept of facility layout. Then we'll see some service facility layouts, and then we'll sum up with the topic. So the learning objectives for this course are: explain the concept of facility location. We'll understand the concept of facility location. Then we'll discuss the factors affecting facility location decisions. We'll explain the procedures and techniques for selecting facility location. We'll explain the concept of facility layout. So first part we'll discuss about facility location. Second part we'll discuss about facility layout. Then we'll list the
sir,
different types of layouts. Yes.
सर जे आहे ना लिंक पाठवलेली आहे ना सर, ती अदर ग्रुपवर आलेली ना, त्यामुळे कमी कॅन्डिडेट जॉईन झालेले आहेत.
बर, मग त्या कॅन्डिडेट्सना सांगा ही जी लिंक आहे ना ही प्रॉपर लिंक आहे, मला वाघ सरांनी पाठवलेली. ह्याला जॉईन व्हायला सांगा त्यांना.
फॅकल्टी ग्रुपवर आहे ना लिंक आलेली नाहीये, जे कॉलेजचा ग्रुप आहे ना त्यावर, आणि त्यावर फक्त ऍडमिनच मेसेज सेंड करू शकतात.
मग तुम्ही ऍडमिनला मेसेज तुम्ही कोणाला कळवता की त्या ह्या लिंकवर क्लिक, आता ही लिंक पाठवा ना मुलांना.
ओके सर.
ही जी लिंक आहे ना या मीटिंगची लिंक घ्या आणि कंट्रोल सी कंट्रोल व्ही करून पाठवा मुलांना. देन दे कॅन सर्क्युलेट अमंग देमसेल्व्स.
येस सर.
And anyways, the session is going to be recorded along with the presentation, so don't worry about that. ठीक है ना? So send this link to all. I'll wait for some time. By many organizations, and this success has followed in multifolds to those organizations. See, one of the best examples of plant location in India is the Tata Motors plant in Lucknow, Jamshedpur, and Pune. The Tata Motors truck manufacturing plant in Pune, if I am not wrong, if I may be wrong, please correct me. The first truck manufacturing plant in Pune of Tata Motors was started immediately post independence, that is 1947, and it was inaugurated at the hands of the first Prime Minister of India, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. Now, this plant, when it was started in 1947, that is exactly how many years?
72 years.
74. 74 plus 7 is 81 plus 40 is 2021, right? So 74, almost we can say, you know, golden jubilee. But 74 years back when the plant was started, I mean, there was nothing in that area as such for the industrial development. See, development happens only due to industrialization. If anyone has any disagreement with me, you can very well speak. But I am going to make this a very ambitious statement. See, you guys are studying operations and supply chain management, which is almost 60 to 70% of the revenue generation activity in any business. See, you may be very strong in your finances. You may be very strong in your business policies and strategies. But if you are very weak in your operations and supply chain policies, it is bound to happen that your business is going to go in risk. Location strategy is a very, very important strategy when it comes to business management. It is not just a function of operations and supply chain management. It is actually a strategic business policy that an organization has to take as to where the plant should be located. So from today onwards, you are going to put those thinking hats. If you put that thinking hat with you right now and take example of, let us say, a cement plant, or let us say a plant called Hindalco Aluminium, which is situated in the Kalamboli and Panvel MIDC, which is nearing Bombay. Bombay is hardly 45-50 kilometers from there. So try to take some examples of successful plants in India who have started their operations and why did they start their operations in that area. One of the plants which I visited when I was working with I feel Carla was the Parle biscuit factory. The Parle biscuit factory, which is situated in Khopoli, we have to travel through the express highway. See, that is one of the best examples. I mean, if you see the place called Khopoli, it is quite centrally located to the corridor of Pune and Bombay, where the maximum business is being done. So, why a plant is specifically located at a specific location is a question of discussion for a long time. Now, once we discuss about plant location, we will be further able to go into discussion of plant layout, which means what should be the internal layout of the factory. If it's a manufacturing factory, then the layout should be kind of a manufacturing layout. If it's a service operations factory, then the layout should be kind of a service layout. As an example of service operations layout, take Pizza Hut, take Domino's, take McDonald's. Study the layouts of those organizations. If you want to take high level, very high volume manufacturing, take examples of Tata Motors, take examples of Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, take examples of Hindustan Motors Limited, Maruti Suzuki, Maruti Cars Limited. All these things really matter. So let me now see, now we have 23, 24 participants. So let me now start the presentation. The presentation is basically on the topic location and layout, and this is the index, and these are basically the learning objectives. We'll be discussing the concept of facility location. We'll be discussing the factor affecting facility location decisions. Most important thing, because these are going to be considered in our business policy and strategy. We will explain the procedures and techniques for selecting facility location. We will explain the concept of facility layout. We will discuss the different types of layouts, and we will describe some service facility layouts. So what is the concept of facility location? This is a formal definition. Facility location may be defined as a place where a facility will be set up for producing goods or services. The need for location selection may arise under any of the following conditions: when a business is newly started, when the existing business unit has outgrown its original facilities and expansion is not possible, hence a new facility location has to be found. When the volume of the business or the extent of market necessitates the establishment of branches. When the lease expires and the landlord does not renew the lease, and economic reasons. So, why there is a need for location planning? Facility location planning is also required for providing a cost benefit to the organization. Lot of costs are associated with your location, primarily transportation and distribution costs. The location planning should help in reducing the transportation cost for the organization. This ultimately helps in decreasing the cost of production, obviously, and cost of operations, and generating the cost advantage for the organization. It is also needed to identify proximity to the sources of raw materials. What is the meaning of proximity? Proximity means nearness. It is also needed to identify proximity of to the sources of raw materials and transportation facilities. A facility should ideally be located at a place where raw materials are available. This is necessary for maintaining continuity in the production process. I think there are some participants waiting for joining. Let me just joining. Okay, we'll continue with our presentation. So a facility should ideally be located not only where the raw materials are available, but There are three main important things. Actually, there are four important things, man, machine, methods, and material. The facility should be located where there is a proximity to skilled manpower, proximity to materials, that is raw materials, proximity to good methods or good technology, that is knowledge, and proximity to good management and good money, or there should be banks and financial institutions around so as to offer us loans or finances. You understand? So these are some of the important issues of facility location. Now, what are the factors affecting facility location? These are some of the factors affecting facility location. While selecting a facility location, an organization should consider various factors that may be significant impact on its performance. What is meaning of significant impact? Significant means very important. These factors are explained below. Availability of power. The most important thing while locating your facility is availability of power. Second is transportation. Most important. You should be able to reach by rail, road, and air and sea. Third important thing is suitability of climate. Climate plays a very important role. I'll be giving you some examples on that. Government policy. Government policy meaning taxes, tax holidays, or special economic zones, or special MIDC or Industrial Development Corporation areas. Competition between the states. Competition plays a very important role interstate while placing a plant, and availability of labor. Civic amenities to workers. Now, most important thing is, see, people or staff will be joining your organization and they would rather want their residences, schools for children, and market, basic market, which is required for food, grocery, to be nearing the location. So civic amenities, basic civic amenities for workers should be there where your plant is there. Then you should arrange for good housing and good quality staying for your staff. Existence of complementary and competing industries. See, industries should always work in collaboration with each other instead of competition. So there should be complementary industries to each other. Finance and research amenities. There should be finance amenities. There should be banks around, ATMs around. There should be research amenities. There should be some kind of research going on in that area. And availability of water and firefighting facilities, which means security. Firefighting is a first measure of security. So there should be availability. See, food, water, shelter, and education, which means food, water, housing, and education is extremely important if you are taking a decision of location of a facility for your staff, because your company is going to operate 100% only on manpower. However, automation you want to do, you cannot depend 100% on automation. You have to depend on people only. The procedures and techniques for selecting facility location. See, an organization follows certain steps to make a correct location choice. These steps are: first is decide on the criteria for evaluating location alternatives. First is you have to have a lot of alternatives to select. Second is identify the important factors in each location. Develop location alternatives. Evaluate the alternatives and make the right decision and select the location. Okay. So you should have a number of alternatives first and foremost in front of you, which you should be able to quantify. You should just not be able to qualify, but quantify those alternatives. Identify the important factors. Maybe you can give weightage to those important factors. Develop the location alternatives. You can use a weighted average method. You can use a center of gravity method. You can use factor rating method. There are many methods through which, quantifiable methods, through which you can use these methods to do facility location. So some of the facility location methods are given here. I will describe that, but there are still participants joining, so I have to in between toggle and come to the window where I can admit the participants.
Now send the link, sir, in the group, sir.
I have to visit Gmail and take the link from.
सरांनी आता सरांनी आता सेंड केली.
आत्ता 12 12:30ला
जस्ट केली.
अरे
Yes, sir.
12चं सेशन होतं ना. द
हो
लिंक
सर,
शुड
पण
हॅव बीन
लिंक दुसरीकडून अवेलेबल नाही होत मुलांना.
मी
मुलांचे वेगवेगळे ग्रुप.
मी लिंक देतो तुम्हाला. मी ती लिंक देतो, ती तुम्ही कॉपी पेस्ट करा तुमच्याकडे आणि जॉइन ऑन दॅट लिंक एव्हरी
सर
टाइम. जस्ट
लिंक भेटलेली आहे सर ती ग्रुपवर
हां,
आता.
हां, मग
पण मग जे लिंकला जॉईन करायसाठी मुलांपर्यंत लिंक पोहोचली पाहिजे सर. मुलं आता बरेचसे
तुमचा
जॉईन नाही
ग्रुप आहे ना,
आहेत.
तुमचा ग्रुप आहे ना.
येस सर, पण मग त्या ग्रुपमध्ये फक्त ऍडमिनच मेसेज सेंड करू शकतात ना, कॉलेजचा ग्रुप.
मी एक काम करतो, होल्ड ऑन. मी ती लिंक तुम्हाला इथे पाठवतो. यू जस्ट कॉपी पेस्ट दॅट लिंक. Location. I'm just going to give you the orientation today. Some of the procedures and techniques we use for selecting facility location. Actually, these techniques have become a little old now because we use smart decision approach. But some of the techniques which we used to use in operations management for arriving to a facility location decision are location the factor rating technique. So in factor rating technique, what we do, we give each factor a weight as a 0 or 1 or between 0 to 1. म्हणजे 1 is 100% and 0 is 0%. So suppose there are 10 factors. The प्रत्येक factor or only one functional machine and a group of all those machines is in one location. That is called a process layout or functional layout. What is a product layout? In product layout, also called as a straight line layout, machinery is arranged in one line as per the sequence of production operations. So materials are fed into first machine and the finished products come out of the last machine. So remember, a process layout is called a functional layout and a product layout is called a line layout. What is a fixed position layout? A fixed position layout is also called a project layout, where the material or the items do not move, but man, machines and methods will move around the end product. This type of facility layout is used to assemble products that are too large, heavy or fragile to move to a location for completion. In the fixed position layout, machinery, men, as well as other pieces of material are brought to the location where the product is to be assembled. So very heavy kind of production systems or very heavy products like shipbuilding, aircraft, tanks, defense equipments are using a fixed position layout. Now, what is a cellular manufacturing layout? In cellular manufacturing layout, machines are grouped into cells, which functions somewhat like a product layout in a larger shop or a process layout in a smaller shop. Each cell in the cellular manufacturing layout is formed to produce a single part family that is a few parts with common characteristics. So in a cellular manufacturing or group technology layout, similar parts of similar families are produced in one group. What is a combination or hybrid layout? It is difficult to use the principles of product layout, process layout, or fixed position layout in facilities that involve fabrication of parts and assembly. So fabrication tends to employ the process layout, while assembly areas often employ the product layout. Remember that. So what are the factors affecting a facility layout? Man, machine, methods, and materials. Materials, product, machinery, type of industry, and management policies. Remember that. How do you develop or how do you develop the concept of a good facility layout? There are some prerequisites for developing a facility layout. Developing process charts. We have to first of all develop a process chart. A process chart is nothing but a graphical representation of production activities performed by the organization. So whatever activities are performed during production are drawn on a process chart. It is also called a process flow diagram. A process chart is also called a process flow diagram. Process charts facilitate a systematic analysis and demonstration of the entire production process. These charts are further classified into two categories, namely operational process control chart and flow process chart. So what is making a process flow diagram? A process flow diagram represents the movement of materials on a floor layout. These diagrams help an organization in avoiding needless material movement and rearranging facility operations. So developing machine data cards. A machine data card helps in developing equipment layout or pieces of equipment layout in relation to everything including the persons using them, by providing information related to power and materials handling equipments and capacity and dimensions of different machines. So you have to develop a machine data card as to how the machine is to be operated, what are the different jobs that can be done on the machine. Okay. Visualizing the layout, you have to do some kind of a simulation. See, while doing a plant layout, you can't immediately implement the plant layout before doing some simulation. So this is the process of facility layout design. How do you design the layout? First is you gather the information, then you do the production and material flow analysis. Then you take into consideration the support services, and then finally you do the implementation and evaluation. Okay. So what are the techniques for designing a facility layout? There are two main techniques of designing a facility layout. One is block diagramming, prepare a block diagram, And second is Richard Muther's systematic layout planning, SLP. Richard Muther introduced a system called systematic layout planning, or you can make a block diagram and make a plant layout on your own. So what is the block diagramming? I think there are some participants waiting for joining. No, today the attendance is 37 participants, including myself. That is 36 participants are present today. Okay, that's also a good number. So what do we mean by block diagramming? The block diagram can be prepared by the following the steps given below. First of all, analyze the unit load summary that provides information about the average number of loads moved between different departments of the organization. So you have to first of all calculate how much load is there, interdepartmental transportation. Calculate the composite movements, that is backward and forward movements of the unit load between the departments, and rank them from the highest movement to the lowest movement. Place the trial layouts which are designed using the ranking between departments on a grid, and this grid represents the relative distance between the departments. So the most important thing, in the facility layout or plant layout is load distance. So we use a method, something called a load distance analysis, which means how much amount of load is there between different departments and what should be the ideal distance between those departments to reduce the load and to maximize maximum load and reduce the distance. Okay, that is also called LD analysis or load distance analysis. Now we'll discuss the Richard Muther's systematic layout planning. Techniques for designing a facility layout as per Richard Muther's systematic layout planning. In this technique, a grid displays the ratings of the relative importance of the distance between different departments of an organization. This grid is also called closeness rating chart. So basically in systematic layout planning, we developed something called a closeness rating chart. In this chart, the rating for department A relative to department B is similar to the rating of the department B to department A. So we have to find out the closeness rating between interdepartments. Closeness ratings are given to departments in the form of codes, which depict the desired closeness of the departments according to the relative strength of their closeness. So there are some new approaches to layout design. Nowadays, we have some computer software packages in systematic layout planning. So if this question is asked in the examination, you will answer it this way. There are new approaches to systematic layout design planning. CRAFT approach is there, that is computerized relative allocation of facilities technique. This is one of the best softwares used for plant layout. CoreLab is there and ALDEP is there. CRAFT is there, CoreLab is there and ALDEP is there. There are three software approaches to systematic layout design. CRAFT, ALDEP stands for Automated Layout Design Program, and Computerized Relationship Layout Planning, CoreLab. So these three softwares are used nowadays for facility layout. Now, revision of a current layout, the following developments necessitate the revision of the existing layout. Expansion, meaning you have to expand your existing product line. Technological advancement, that is technology becomes obsolete after some time, so you have to upgrade. And improvement of the layout. Okay, so now we will discuss some examples of service facility layouts. The objectives of a service facility layout differ from those of manufacturing facility layouts. This is because in a manufacturing facility, it aims to make on-time delivery of products to customers, whereas customers come to a service facility to receive services. See, the difference between manufacturing layout and service layout is a manufacturing layout is always done the manufacturing layout is always done from the point of view of production, and the service layout is always done from the point of view of customer coming to your place to get the service. That is the main difference. Therefore, customers usually prefer a service facility that is close to them, especially when the service delivery process requires considerable customer contact. For example, if you're hungry, you would prefer to go to a restaurant near you, obviously. Or if you want to order for a pizza, you would order from a restaurant or a pizza near you. So that is the main difference. So service facility layouts are often categorized under three heads, which are product layout, process layout, fixed position layout. Product layout, as we have known, this type of layout is used only in cases where services are organized in a sequence. Process layout, these types of layouts are highly common in service facilities as they successfully deal with the varied customer process requirements. And fixed position layout, in this type of service layout, in fixed position service layout, materials, labor, and equipment are brought to the customer's place. This layout is used in services like appliances repairs, landscaping, home remodeling, etc., home redesigning, home renovation, etc. Now, what are some examples of service facility layouts? Warehouse and storage See, most of the offices now have become paperless, so the layouts have changed. Today, the office layouts are more or less oriented as per computers, printers, automation, and today the office layouts are more or less for electronics and technology. So today the office, yes, fourth one, service facility layout, we will start retail layouts.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if we speak about retail layouts, type of service facility layouts, retail layouts, the best way to study a retail layout is to go to a big bazaar or shopper stop or any other super departmental store like Walmart. And if you see, there are four types of retail layouts. One is a grid layout. Grid layout meaning functional layout, which we very well know the meaning of a grid. Grid means you have a m columns by n rows. So if you see the layout of Big Bazaar, it is kind of a grid layout where one particular section is for one particular item. Next is free form layout, which means the customer is free to visit any department. So we will have to take this examples of lot of retail layouts. Next is loop layout. What is the meaning of a loop? A loop means all the departments are interconnected. A loop means it's a circuit. And then there's a spine layout. Spine means it looks like a spinal cord. So different service facility layouts can be studied by visiting websites or actually photographs of Walmart, Shopper Stop, Pune Central, big bazaar, etc. The next service type of layout which we were discussing before disconnecting our call was office layout. Offices have now become more or less paperless. So the layout is not going to be now focused on paper offices, but it is going to be focused more on automation or technological offices. So different departments will have to be facilitated and located for easy communication, for easy internet, for easy computer communication or LAN, local area networks, etc. So designing of office layouts is actually witnessing revolutionary changes due to paperwork is now replaced with different modes of electronic communications. See, today office layouts focus more on creating an image of openness. Low-rise partitions are preferred between departments to facilitate easy communication among workers. So let us now sum up this topic on plant location and plant layout. A facility location may be defined as the place where a facility will be set up for producing goods or services. Selection of a suitable facility location is important as it decides the fate of the business in the future. A good location may reduce the cost of production and distribution to a considerable extent. Once established, a location cannot be changed frequently as it will incur huge losses and huge costs. A facility layout is defined as the arrangement of machinery, equipment, and other amenities, including manpower, in a facility to ensure smooth movement of materials. Smooth and movement as well as less distance and more load. The objectives of service facility layouts differ from those of manufacturing facility layouts because a service operation aims to organize all activities and processes to deliver service to customers. The main difference between service layout and manufacturing layout is in a service operations layout, the customer comes to your place to get the service, whereas in a manufacturing layout, you do the layout for maximum production or maximizing the total throughput and minimizing the time and distance and maximizing the load between different departments. So the basic purpose of manufacturing layout and service layout is different. So any questions on layout now? I'm admitting everyone because we got disconnected. I want everyone to get the attendance. So I can see there are stands for Retail Association of India. On the Retail Association of India website, which is situated in Bangalore, you will find different retail operations. So if you want to study detail service operations management with respect to retail operations management, you can study the website of RAI, Retail Association of India. Okay. So I think this completes our sessions for today. Yes, on operations supply chain. We covered plant location, plant layout. We've covered the basics of supply chain. In the next session, we'll be considering information technology in supply chain.